What's good, everybody? It's your boy Will. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my 7'2 demigod center build that I've been using in Pro-Am for all of my streams. A lot of you guys have been asking for this build, so I figured I'd come out with it. It's a lot better than my last one I put out on YouTube about a month ago when the game came out for 5v5, but that build is still probably better for park just because it's a lot faster. But to me, 5v5, if you want to be able to shoot the ball, rebound, play defense extremely well, and still be big enough to mash in the paint and still be able to post hook and finish inside, this is definitely the best build you're going to come up with. You can either make it like I did where it gets gold, rebound chaser, or you could up the weight and go with Hall of Fame. Personally, I feel like gold is good enough, so that's what I went with. But getting into the build, for position, we're going to go with center. Now for the height, metric system is on. We're going to go with 2.19 meters. This is 7'2.2. And as you can see on the right, with the lowest weight at 102 kilograms, we're going to have 67 speed. What's so glitchy about this is your guy is 7'2.2, but he's got the same speed as 6'11 inside. So you're just as fast as any inside center that you're going to face in 5v5 pretty much. And you're also 7'2", so you're taller than him. For wingspan, we're going to max this out at 2.44 meters. This is just over 8 feet. You have a 74 3-pointer with an 8-foot wingspan, which is extremely broken. And for body shape, you're definitely going to want to go with build. You want to be as big as possible if you're a center. Now for the stats, I'm going to break this down for you guys. Close shot, we're going to want to get at least a 90. That is what I would recommend to you guys. You can up it more, but I feel like a 90 is good enough. I'm able to green pretty much every post hook I take. As long as you're able to time them, you can green them all. And close shot also is your standing layup, so you definitely want this to be at least a 90. It's extremely important on center builds. It's not like last year where you could go with a 25 and it was fine. You definitely need at least a 90 if you're going to be a center. Driving layup, we're going with a 75. You could lower this down to 70 or 71. Personally, I just like to max it out. There's a lot of times where I drive in and I don't get a dunk because I get bumped, but the higher your driving layup is, the more likely you are to finish those situations. For driving dunk, we're going to go with a 75. That's as high as it goes. We definitely want it maxed out just because we are going to be trying to dunk in this build. Standing dunk is a 99. That's going to give us Hall of Fame posterizer. You definitely want that in a center build. For the shooting, we're going with a 60 mid-range. We're going with a 74 3-pointer. And we're going to go with at least a 50 free throw. I always recommend at least a 50. That's what my other player had. I was able to green with that, so you can lower this if you want to. Obviously, if you're just going to play park in this build, you don't need any free throw. But I think a 65 is plenty. I'm able to green usually both of my shots. We're going with an 85 pass accuracy. This is going to give us gold bullet passer. As you can see, we have absolutely no ball handle and no speed with ball. But the crazy part about this game is honestly, 0 speed with ball is pretty much the same as like 50 or 60. There's almost no difference. People have tested it out, so I feel like having no ball handle, no speed with ball is not a big deal. Once you guys start playing this player, you'll know what I mean. You're just gigantic. You're 7'2.2. You don't need to dribble the ball. And you can still dribble with nothing, so that is fine. Now for defense, we're going with a 95 interior. This is going to give us Hall of Fame brick wall, which is extremely important. Hall of Fame brick wall is about 8% better than silver and gold. There's pretty much no difference between silver and gold brick wall. It's already been tested out too, so you definitely want Hall of Fame brick wall. This is why we want that 95 interior. Now for perimeter, I would recommend you max this out. This is your lateral quickness. It also affects your shot contest, so you want this as high as possible when you're jumping at point guards on the perimeter. It's also going to give you gold hustler, which is a really good badge to have on. Now for your steal, you're going to want to max this out. It goes to a 63. It's going to give you silver interceptor. That's good enough. For block, I went with a 98. You could go down to a 97 just to have that Hall of Fame rim protector. You could also go up to a 99. I went with a 98. I feel like a 98 is good enough. Now for rebounding, it maxes out at a 93. You're going to get gold rebound chaser. Like I said, if you guys really want Hall of Fame, you can up the weight. The problem with upping the weight is that you're going to lose out on this 67 speed we have. It's going to go down to a 62, so you're going to lose a bit of speed, but you can do that if you really want to. The acceleration in those builds is 64. I'm pretty sure acceleration only affects how you're moving with the ball in your hand, so If you want to lower this, you honestly could as well. Strength is a 60, it's maxed out. Vertical is a 73, maxed out. And stamina is an 89. I feel like 89 stamina is plenty. You could drop this down to 85 if you wanted to, but I like to go with 89. And like I said, guys, this build is extremely overpowered. If you are playing 5v5, this build right here is crazy. You're going to be able to shoot extremely well. You can green all of your open shots as long as you can time it well. You can green. And you are literally a masher. It's like an inside out player. You can do both. You can mash in the paint. You can play god defense in the paint. And you can also shoot. If you guys watch my streams over on Twitch, you will know exactly what I mean. This build is just a different breed. Now for takeovers, what I would recommend you do is you go with box out wall first, because you only have a 93 rebounding. If you went with the gold like I did, you obviously want a boost to that. So I would recommend you go with box out wall. And then secondary, you could either go with, now a secondary, you could go with any of these rim badges if you really wanted to. You could also go with double glass. Personally, I've been using stuff blocks. I might try out paint intimidation as well, but I've been going with stuff blocks for now. As you guys can see, shades of Joel Embiid right there. This build is truly the Joel Embiid build. 90 close shot is going to allow us to post hook consistently. I promise you guys, if you can time it, you can green post hooks every single time you take them. And you can also green all of your shots. So it really just comes down to if you want that Hall of Fame rebound chaser or not. I feel as if though gold is good enough because you are 7'2", but I'm not going to act like Hall of Fame isn't better. It's obviously better. It just depends if you want to be slower. Me personally, since I'm playing 5v5 competitively against some of the best players in the world, I want to be as fast as possible. Some of those guards are left righting 100 miles an hour, and I want as much speed as I can get because I'm guarding pick and roll. Now for the badges on this build, I'm going to show you guys exactly what I've been running. I have Hall of Fame, fast twitch. It's going to allow us to get our dunks or layups up a lot faster. I've been running bronze hook specialist. This badge hasn't been tested yet by anybody, so I'm not sure exactly how well it works. But I've had bronze on and I feel like it's good enough. I have also used it with no hook specialist and I'm still able to green consistently, so this is up to you. I usually use bronze. I use bronze mouse and house. I use silver putback boss. I have Hall of Fame rise up, Hall of Fame post riser. I haven't been using limitless takeoff. If you guys don't know, limitless takeoff only affects certain dunk packages. And I found with this guy, all the dunk packages I have on never activated it, so I don't even have this on at all. I feel like it's useless. You can put on Fearless Finisher if you want to. This is for contact layups. Personally, I don't have that on. What I would recommend you guys to do is have gold Grace Under Pressure. This gives you a great boost to all of your standing close shots, which is your standing layups. It also affects post hooks, pretty much affects anything in the paint, so you definitely want this on. It's an extremely broken badge. Probably the best badge for finishing, honestly, besides fast twitch and rise up and post riser. Now, you can also put on Lob City Finisher bronze, but I feel like in this game, it's not really needed. A lot of lobs don't even go through anyway. It's really easy to stop them. So these are the badges for finishing. Now, moving on to shooting. That's what I would recommend for you guys. I would recommend bronze green machine. You definitely want gold sniper. You want silver hot zone hunter, bronze catch and shoot, and then silver slippery off ball. This is what I've been running every single time I play. You could also do silver green machine, but I feel like the boost isn't really that much, and also it's only if you green more than one shot in a row. So a lot of times I'm not taking a ton of threes in this player, so I really don't need it that high. I feel like bronze is good enough just so you get that little bit of a boost. Sniper is a must-have with this. It's the only way you're gonna hit whites. If you don't have sniper on, you're not hitting whites on this build. I'll be honest, it's very rare to hit them. Obviously, you can also take off slippery off ball if you feel like it's not working well, but slip into the paint and you're bumping into the defender, I noticed that you slip past them a lot easier, so I've had this on silver. Now for playmaking, I would recommend you to have Hall of Fame break starter. I would either do gold or Hall of Fame. I've been using Hall of Fame. You need gold bullet passer, obviously. Each level of bullet passer gives you 7% faster speed to your passes. It also gives you better animations while you're passing, so you definitely need gold. For this, I would probably recommend you to have silver dimer, silver post playmaker. You could also go with gold post playmaker and bronze dimer if you wanted to. I'd probably recommend you just go silver both, because why not? Now for defense, that's what I've been running right here. I have gold chase down artist, silver interceptor, gold rebound, gold worm, Hall of Fame rim, gold pogo, Hall of Fame intimidator, Hall of Fame box. I have Hall of Fame brick wall, and I have bronze hustler. I think I also have on bronze tireless, which gives you 10% more stamina on defense. But as you guys can see, I would recommend you to do the +4 defense from college. If you got the rebirth, obviously it's going to give you those badges automatically, so if you rebirth this, you're all good to go. But those extra 5 points are going to go right into brick wall. So if you got to level 38, you're going to put that 1 point defense, and then the 4 badges from college you're going to put on defense as well. You're going to be able to get Hall of Fame brick wall. If you don't have that many points, I would recommend you to drop chase down. You could take off tireless. I would not take off hustler. You want to leave that on. You need Hall of Fame box. Reason being, you have a 93 rebound and your strength is only a 60. So a lot of the insides, if you don't have only gold on, they're going to worm you over and over and over. You need Hall of Fame with low strength and a lower rebounding. You only get wormed once in a while, but you definitely need Hall of Fame on this build. Intimidator doesn't really work for shot contests outside of the perimeter, but it works really well in the paint, so I would leave that on. Gold pogo. The difference from gold to Hall of Fame is only 2%, so I would recommend you just stick with gold here. You need Hall of Fame rim protector, obviously. You could lower worm. It's pretty hard to worm people because your strength is so low in this build, but you definitely still can, so I would recommend you to leave it on. Obviously, you want interceptor. Like I said, you could lower chase down if you wanted to. You could even up it, but these are the badges I've been running. I found them, extremely effective, and I feel like they're definitely the best for 5v5. Obviously, things change depending on what you're playing, but 5v5 is what I've been using. A lot of you guys have been asking for this build. Like I said, man, I hope this video helps you out. I honestly think this is definitely the best build if you're trying to shoot, playing competitive 5v5. You're big enough to get stops in the paint. You're pretty much taller than most of the insides that you're going to see. Only difference is you don't have that Hall of Fame rebounding, but personally I feel like gold is good enough. If you guys watch me on Twitch, you see how fast I'm running around in this player. It's insane. I would definitely recommend it. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Do me a solid. Appreciate you so much for watching, man. It's been your boy Will. You guys have a great day. Peace.